Okay.
Hey guys, Knights here and welcome to the series 3 of the Blender Beginner tutorial series. By initial interface to the users to get all the aspects of having the easily access to this Blender software, from easily editing to the saving the object, and also for the let's get started. If you're from the last series, you probably want to update the Blender version 2 from the 2.78C to the 2.79A. This new Blender version features a whole lots of changes and looks pretty nice. In the description below, you can head over and download the latest version of the Blender from there. If this pop-up hit your scene, then you might want to click anywhere far from the pop-up window and left click to just move to the view. And actually we have looked around the making the translate, rotation, and the scaling the object, and also we have done how we can actually move with the mouse and all the stuffs. Now there is a tool which is actually very much used in this, actually by holding the shift and middle mouse button to move the viewport, and actually this moves all the objects and which are without further changing the any of the position of the object. And the another option is that by clicking the control and middle mouse button, you can actually zoom in and zoom out by moving the mouse. If you see here a tiny little cursor with a red and white strip, which is actually the location of the where the object can be placed. If I want to just right click, just left click over here, then the cursor will move all the way around. Just unselect for the object by pressing the A key, and you actually can see the what I just pressed it. Actually for selecting the object, just right click and you can actually select the object. If you want to span a new object, you can actually select Shift A and mesh and cube. Actually it will span over there. For deletion, delete, and for actually you can delete with X to delete the object. And here if you see here, you have a cursor which is not like this. Then if you want to move in the center of this, you can actually move this, but it won't be in the center, as you can actually head over to this this property window, and actually you can change it from the 3D cursor to 0, but this is not that much handy tool to make this all this changing this stuffs. But instead of this, I'm gonna select with Shift the C to all the move around and just drop the cursor in the middle of this part. Actually you think that you might fix the issues of that, but it might be screwed up the issues more further. If I rotate the around, you can actually see the object just rotating, which is not that much good. If you have a lot much of object, but it should not move the around, but the object should move all the way. So for that you can actually head over to the Control Shift and U to bring out the property window. And in its property window, in the interface, select the interface and just check out the box where the rotation and the around the selection of the object. Just click this and save user settings, and you might now able to move the by actually rotating around. But this time you cannot rotate it because you have to select the object, and actually you can rotate from here. If I want to rotate from here, you can actually rotate it all the way. This is pretty easier tool to work with. But for saving, Control S to save, and where you want to save by specifying this path and also the file name with extension .blender. I'm gonna for a tut series, and I'm gonna just save this file by clicking here. Now it actually saved it more further. If you want to save from these changes, if you may, then click yes, Control and S and click this to save. If you have this, you are not willing to save this, just move all the way around. It may disappear by closing up the pop-up window. Now actually we can start creating a modeling or sculpting the object, but you can actually should be remember that actually if you want to import the object, then the size will matter. Whatever the size will be the bigger to any of the software, you have to mention for the size of the and the other software. If you head over to the display and editor section, you have a unit section in the properties window. In this property window, you will have a unit preset. In the preset length, you have to select this length to metrics for some dev software such as Unity and other software stuffs. This might actually help you to create a correct object without having the mess with them. That's pretty much everything, guys. Make sure you have liked, subscribe and hit the bell icon for any further notifications. Be awesome, keep creating. Nihal Knights EDU signing out.
This video is made possible by my supporters on the Dreadeye. If you want more videos like this, then check out my Dreadeye page, is in the link in the description. To stay up to date on my new releases, make sure you have follow me on the main social media.